This is 362 Maple. It's actually 362 360 Maple. Really nice section of Bangor. Stillwater Ave goes all the way up to the mall. Excuse me. And then Maple Street goes all the way down to downtown State Street. So this has got parking for one or two vehicles. Has a little storage building that's split in half, so you have a little storage. And then the city does the trash, so that's included. It's a split right down the middle duplex. It was built that way. That's a little unusual on the positive side because the Bangor market, our average house is 120, 150 years old, and this fits that. I think this is 1900. I'm gonna take my shoes off because I've gone through this one. But most of them were converted from like a big single family into multis. This appears to have been built as a duplex. So everything is separate. It's even got its own basement, its own heating system, its own electrical. So it's kind of neat because it's a true duplex. It does have some really nice features, the original hardwood floors. They've done some updates. Cabinets, I think, were actually original. They updated the countertop about 10 years ago. They just, though, replaced the appliances. They're brand spanking new. It's stainless stove and fridge. Entry here. Parking's in the back, so I think this is the entry, even though it has a front. It's got either a double living room or dining room, living room, or I guess it could be an office living room, however somebody might want to use it. They did just go through and completely paint the place. This has been owner-occupied. The other side has been rented long-term. We've had just two tenants in it, I think, in the 5 years. I think we placed a tenant in 5 years ago, and both the tenants that we have placed next door in the past have bought houses. That's kind of typical. This is neat, though, because it's fresh paint. They also did a new poly coat on the floors. They really came up pretty good. Again, it has some original patina with some spots on the hardwood floors, but they're original. So, I mean, you can't really beat that. It does have all replacement windows. The owner pays the heat, but it's still kind of nice to have a little tighter, even though it's older. Then I guess we'll do the basement next. It does have pretty good storage. A lot of times rentals in our area they don't have great storage. This has typically been a little bit of a utility area. Little shelf there. You could put more shelves in. You just have to pick up the brackets. If you want to use it for like a little pantry or something, you could. Basement. As you can see here, looks dry. It really is good for storage. I guess you could probably do exercise equipment or something down here if you wanted to. It does get wet. If it rains really heavy or in the spring when our snow melts off, it will be wet. So typically, if you're going to put stuff in storage, usually put it on pallets down here. And in the summertime or springs, basically like March to October, if you have stuff stored down here, you should run a dehumidifier. That's universal in our area. Our basements get really humid, so if you have something stored in the basement, you should run a dehumidifier, or you might get mildew or something on. If you put it in totes, you should be okay, but cardboard boxes are not good. Again, each side has its own furnace, so and then it's got a washer dryer hookup side by side there. Hot water tank's actually fairly new, and that's kind of it. Again, kind of neat because each side has their own. The other tenants don't have access to it, so that's kind of nice. And this is, again, a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. So as we go upstairs, you'll notice there isn't carpet anywhere, which I think is really nice. It seems like with allergies and stuff, having no carpet, real wood is kind of nice. So you've got the full bath at the top of the stairs, and this was renovated recently too. They did a bunch of upgrades. It does have kind of a deep soaking tub, which is nice. It's a tile surround. A little bit of space over here, and then it's got a linen closet here. It does have good storage because a lot of these older units also don't have big closets, but this has got, this would be the sort of medium-sized second bedroom, but it has double closets. and they're the correct depth. I'd say that again. Sometimes our old ones have really narrow closets, so it's hard to use them when they've got the shelf in it. Get another closet here, and then they got a rod over there. And then, as you go in here, this is the master. And it's good size. The other thing I'll note is they did update the electric. And I don't know if it's because he lived here or just because he needed it, but they did do it. So a lot of times, a lot of rooms will only have one outlet because, again, it's older, but it's got several. And that is the case in here as well. So, like, if you want to use this as an office, then you have plenty of outlets. Working from home certainly is a new thing. This is big enough to do a king-size bed, too. So that's kind of nice. Yeah. So that completes 362 Maple. If you'd be interested, let us know. We'd be happy to have you apply right on rentbangor.com.